So you are gonna want to stick around. All right, so I'm doing triple digits here, just getting a feel for the helmet. No, you know what? It's the same thing. It's just, actually, this is worse. And in my opinion, the best way to test helmets and compare them is exactly how I'm doing this video. Literally back to back. I just took the Alpinestars off. I put this one on. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Fly and Ride here. I've got my Alpinestars R10 brand new helmet. I got this helmet recently from motorcycledepot.com. I'll leave a link down below. If you're interested, use FNR5 for a discount code. And I did a first impressions video on this. I'll leave it up here in case you're interested. One of the things that I wanted to do is test this helmet, you know, at different speeds. And I finally set up my my motovlogging setup. You're seeing it right here. And it's a bit windy outside, so I wanted to come out and test out how well, you know, it blocks the wind, how well it captures the voice. I'm doing about 56 miles an hour right now. I'm going to take it on the highway and, you know, get some speed and just give you some different tests. And then I'm also just going to give you some thoughts. I've been using the helmet since the last video. So I want to add to the original first impressions and just share some thoughts with you, and obviously go out and enjoy some wind therapy here. One of the things that I'm not crazy about, it's not a big deal, but I'm not crazy about, is the way that this helmet opens. So obviously it closes like this. Let's get some speed here. And then unlike the helmets, and maybe it's because I'm so used to different helmets, I typically wear showy helmets. You know, there's usually a piece here that sticks out that you can just sort of open up the lid. However, because this is a race helmet, it's got a much more secure latch system. That, of course, is an advantage. However, it makes it a little bit more difficult for you to open up. You got to press the button up and go like that. Again, not a big deal, but just something for you to be aware of. So that's about 70 miles an hour, and again, I wonder how it's capturing, you know, the voice, the sound without the without that wind noise. This is not the typical mic that I use on most of my motovlogs. This is a different one that has a bit more cable to it that I was able to run inside the helmet. And again, not sure if you can see the setup here. I'm going to show you up close. You know, I just sort of made it pretty tidy there. As I shared with you on the first impressions video, I absolutely love the way that this helmet looks. I think it matches perfect with obviously this Ducati. So the helmet just feels very well planted, very, very snug, very comfortable. The helmet feels light to the feel. It's you know, there are lighter helmets, but there are also heavier helmets. It deflects the wind pretty good. Obviously it's a race helmet, so it's made for that. And one of the things that I'm about to test now, you know, with you, with the mic, is just getting some speed and see how much wind noise the helmet has. Typically these race helmets are a bit louder than some of your, you know, sort of showy. I've got the X14, my buddy Nadal's got the X15. I've got the Neotech I, which again is a bit louder because it's a modular helmet. At this speeds, It feels just about the same in terms of the noise that's coming inside the helmet. Again, I'm not sure how this mic is capturing the wind noise. I will say this though, compared to the Shoei, particularly the X14 and even the Neotech, it comes with a wind net underneath here. This one doesn't have it. I don't know if they make it. I got to check it out on the website. But my guess is you're going to hear more wind noise, particularly here when I pick up speed, because it doesn't have that wind protection there at the bottom. Alright, so I'm doing triple digits here. Just getting a feel for the helmet. Let me know, again, I'm just going to continue to talk here to see if you can hear me, you know, at these speeds. It is windy today, and I do feel it. You know, what I want to do is, I'm going to go and test out my Neotech II, the Shoei Neotech II. And compare it to this. Let me raise the windshield here. See, it does quiet it down a bit. So I'm capturing quite a bit of wind noise now inside my helmet. I have the windscreen up, so it's less. But I definitely hear it, and it's hard to tell if it's louder or if it's the same as my Shoei helmet. And again, I'm gonna probably just go test it now and switch the helmet real quick and come back here and do the same test. And I'll give you my my honest opinion and review, and then you could choose for yourself. Either way, even if this is a bit louder, which I'm leaning towards, again, just going based on memory, I love the comfort. It's a light helmet, and I love the way it looks. And as long as you can hear me in this motovlogging setup, it's good enough for me. But if you're, you know, between this one and a Shoei, I do want to give you the immediate comparison, one after the other. I think that's the best way to test it. So again, as the thumbnail said, is it worth it? That's obviously subjective. I'm gonna go test it. I'm gonna switch now, and then you're gonna see I'm gonna have the Shoei Neotech 1. Actually, it's the Shoei Neotech 2, I'm sorry. The 3 is the one that just came out. I don't have that one yet. I actually don't think that there's much difference between the 2 and the 3. If anything, it's marginal. I'm going to slap that helmet back on. I'm going to leave this camera here so you can see it. We're going to go take the same loop, and then I'm going to give you some side-by-side comparisons to see if you can tell what the difference is, what has more wind noise. I'll talk about comfort because it'll be an immediate swap. But this feels great right now. Feels comfortable. Feels super light. You know, I was detecting a bit of, you know, sort of wind resistance there. It's very windy out today, so it could be that. I'm going to see now when I put the Shoei on if it's the same issue with the windscreen down. This thing has a nice vent up here. I opened it. Man, it's got nice fresh air coming in my head, keeping me nice and cool, which I absolutely love. So it's another plus for this helmet. Give you some different views here. I love the way this engine sounds with that full Akropovich exhaust. I think I got the pronunciation right today. It's not Akrapovich, which is the way I was saying it before. By the way, once you get the hang of this screen, it's really not that bad at all. I think it just takes some getting used to. Now you're looking at the Shoe Neotech II. I can tell you right out of the gate, the Alpinestars R10 certainly feels more snug, tighter. You would expect that because it's a racing helmet, and you want that in that kind of a helmet. All right, let's go take that same route, test it at the same speed. All right, so at 50 miles an hour, the wind noise feels identical. No difference. I thought I was hearing a bit more wind noise on the Alpinestars, but honestly, I just took that one off, put this one back on, and at this speed, it feels the same. The other helmet feels, it has better ventilation with those vents. I think I've got these open. Actually, no, I had it closed, so that's why. I just opened it. The wind here inside sounds about the same. I'm going to take it here on the highway. That will be the ultimate test here. Pardon me, excuse me, don't mind me. And in my opinion, the best way to test helmets and compare them is exactly how I'm doing this video. Literally back to back. I just took the Alpinestars off, I put this one on. I'm coming back on the same route, same weather conditions, same wind. And I'm about to go on the same speed and test it here on the highway. All right, let's see if I feel the same wind resistance, or does this cut better than the Alpinestars R10? Let's see. Inquiring minds want to know. No, you know what? It's the same thing. It's just, actually, this is worse. I think it's because of the windy conditions today. Yeah, you can tell. Let me put this, I'll put it up on the way back. You know, triple digits. I don't know if you can hear me. It definitely feels windy today. Check out my radar. It tells me if there's a car next to me. Gotta love that. You don't get that in that BMW XR, Mr. Cycle Fanatics. Don't mind me, I'm gonna find everything wrong with that bike, because in a prior video I got smacked down. That XR is just too fast, despite how fast this bike is. Honestly, I don't know if I can really tell that much of a difference between the two. That other helmet definitely feels tighter. It feels snugger on my face, which I'd like. Alright. That windscreen up definitely helps. Man, it is so hard, even though I just did it back to back. So let me give you my final impressions on the comparison. And really, this video is about the Alpine R10. So one, in terms of looks, no question, the Alpine R10 is just a beautiful helmet, right? There is no comparison. That's the primary reason why I got it, believe it or not, to match this bike, is, you know, I kind of like that kind of stuff. Number two, it's a much tighter feel helmet, so if you want that secure feel, you definitely want to go with the Alpine R10. The third thing that I'll tell you is it does feel a bit lighter. Again, this is a modular helmet, so these are typically heavier. So that's the third thing that I'll say, particularly just in comparing them back to back. I think the fourth thing is much better ventilation than this one. Even though I open up the vent, you feel the airflow much better in the Alpine R10. The only two things I'll say about that helmet for your consideration, and again, I'm going to give you my answer to the question, is it worth it, here at the end, is number one, look at this latch, right? It's what I'm used to. The other one requires just a bit. You have to push it and then pull it. You need that because it's a race helmet, but just something for you to be aware of. And the last thing is, I'm going to say it is slightly louder than this one in terms of the wind. And I'm not sure if the mic is picking it up. And again, it's probably because this has a wind net, the other one doesn't have a wind net. I'm not using a good of a mic on the other helmet that I was on this one. I just didn't feel like swapping all that stuff out. But just my feel, forget about what you're listening to, just my reaction and having testing both of them. I think that helmet's just a bit louder on the wind noise, slightly. I'm telling you, marginal. And then look, in terms of like the aerodynamics, honestly, for some things I felt that one was cutting through the wind better than this one, and then in other things I felt this one was cutting through the wind better than the other one. So I'm going to say it's neutral there. I'm going to say both of them are, you know, aerodynamic wise, even though that one looks more aerodynamic, you would have thought, but no, it feels just about the same. So there you have it. So is it worth it? Look, for me, I think it is. For all of those things that I shared with you there, the 3 or 4 things. Not to mention, it goes perfect with my bike. So look, there you have it. Hopefully you found the video helpful. And while we were at it, you're enjoying the amazing sound of this Ducati Pikes Peak with the full Akrapovic exhaust. I think I said it right. I don't know. You can leave it down in the comments below. Riding season is here in the Northeast. A lot of content planned. A bunch of the guys in the crew, bunch of new bikes. We're testing them, we're putting them side by side. Some shocking revelations in terms of power delivery. Check out Cycle Fanatics and Cycle Fanatics Sport. He's got a series there that he got a brand new Pan America 2025 ST, and that thing boogies, man. And of course, I've got the Fly&RIDE garage stocked with a bike for just about every purpose. This is my version of a sport bike. Gives me the thrills of a sport bike. I've got the Harley, which of course will always be in my garage. And then I've got the GS, which is a bit of off-road and on-road. So you are going to want to stick around. Thanks for watching.